Hi people, Dr. Sexton here. How's it going? I did a presentation recently. I didn't get to do all of it, so I'd like to share that with you today. The question being, what is naturopathic medicine? There's a lot of people who really don't understand what it is I do or what I can do for them, so I'd like to go over that with you. First of all, I like to compare it to an umbrella of care. I am able to do so many different modalities. I may choose some specific ones that I like to do best. Another naturopathic doctor can choose to do a completely different set of modalities. But all in all, we are a primary care doctor that is able to go from homeopathy and herbs all the way to minor surgery and pharmaceuticals. And I'd like to share what I do here at Compass Naturopathic Health Clinic, what I can do, how I start, and what I like to share with people as I'm a vitalist naturopathic doctor. So it's almost this whole niche of naturopaths who we believe in the body's ability to heal itself, so much so that we're kind of minimalist when it comes to your care. We give you what you need. Oftentimes that's how we assess through tests or hair sampling or blood samples. We find out what you're deficient in, what you might have excess of, and we supplement accordingly. So that's something we do as a vitalist. And we call this the threefold method of healing. So give the body what it needs. And so that might be supplements like minerals, vitamins, stuff like that, protein. We remove the waste out of the body, and that one's huge. A lot of people don't realize how much waste or toxins or poisons we're inundated with. And so that's a big aspect of our practice here. And then we stimulate the body's ability to heal itself. We call that the vital force. It's within all of us, the capability for our immune cells to work, to go in and heal what needs to be healed. We're sometimes told that our body's just falling apart and it's this entropy of just destruction, but really our body likes to heal itself if it can. And a lot of the problems and sicknesses we have are there as either a warning signal or simply the body's way of coping with a problem, with an inundation, with toxins or whatever it may be. So that is the way we heal here at Compass Naturopathic Health Clinic. We give the body what it needs, we remove the waste, and we stimulate the body's ability to heal itself. Therapies that we include here that I want to talk about, they're all under the umbrella of naturopathic medicine. So a naturopathic doctor treats people with these means plus some. We don't necessarily do everything here at Compass Naturopathic, but I'm going to share some of those things with you that we do. One being a big one, acupuncture. I love to do acupuncture. I would have never seen myself as someone who does acupuncture before going to med school. It wasn't that I was against it, just never had it done, never had experience. But upon seeing some of the results with my patients as a student, I thought, wow, this is really amazing stuff. So that's a big thing here, and what it's doing is it's stimulating the body's ability to heal itself. I liked the analogy once I heard of cell phone towers. Now, we won't get on that subject for right now, but we know what they do. Your phone receives a signal from a tower. If it drives far enough away and there's not another tower to transfer to, your phone will lose its signal and you will not have signal to communicate for a time until you reach the range of the next tower. When I put acupuncture needles into a person's body, there's different channels of energy, meridians we call them. And by putting those needles in, I like to think I'm putting in cell phone towers to ramp up the communication, and then a person is able to heal themselves. And I've seen amazing results from pain disappearing to long-term chronic illnesses just starting to melt away with just acupuncture alone. Another therapy we like to do here is hydrotherapy. We have a means to do hydrotherapy where we're stimulating the organs of detoxification, the liver, the kidneys, through sine wave machine. And then we also are alternating hot and cold towels, wrapping in wool blanket, and this stimulates the body's ability to heal itself by detoxification. An excellent tool, and something you can do at home for next to nothing. The alternating of hot and cold, the other name for it, hydrotherapy, is an excellent tool for healing. Another one that we have here is the hyperbaric oxygen therapy. HBOT, HBOT, a lot of people see it that way. It's pressurized oxygen, and in that condition, the oxygen is not just being increased that we're breathing in, but infused through the skin. And we've seen some really awesome results with people healing from chronic diseases or just getting better slowly with something they couldn't seem to kick. Another therapy we like to use here is homeopathy. A lot of people will ask if I'm a homeopathic doctor. That's just another modality under that umbrella of naturopathic medicine. And homeopathy is a means of treating people with very minimal dosing of a substance. And that substance, when given in a toxic poison level, will create a certain set of symptoms. And so we call it like cures like. Homeopathy is, my example I use, if someone comes in and they're itchy and feverish and they feel worse in the morning and they're stiff, that looks like someone who's been poisoned by poison ivy. So homeopathy is a very dilute dose of poison ivy. Essentially, there's no poison ivy in the medicine, but almost the energetics of it. This gets into quantum physics now, but homeopathy, I give them a dose of that very, very, very dilute poison ivy, and all their symptoms just melt away. I love using homeopathy. I've seen miracles with that one too. Herbs, botanical medicine. I use that a lot for just really ramping up the healing process, speeding it up so that it's a quicker process. But they can be very useful for anything from pain to digestive issues to hormone issues, you name it. And I love just knowing the herbs here in the local area. In the past, we've done herb walks where we learn certain of the medicinal value of those herbs. And so I think that's an excellent therapy as well. Vitamins and minerals, I mentioned that we're going to find what you're deficient in, supplement you with those particular minerals. And like I said, I'm a minimalist. I don't like most multivitamins, because if someone has an excess of something that's in that multivitamin, then now we're kind of, it's counterintuitive. So lifestyle changes, your sleep, your exercise, your being out in the sun, all these things are very special and important for healing. And if those are out of sync, or if your circadian rhythm is out of whack, it's really going to be difficult to heal. So we look at lifestyle changes here. Emotional therapies, we do a lot of those, because if you can't heal the stress that's in your mind, it's going to be really hard to heal the stress that's coursing throughout your body. We will use pharmaceuticals and surgery, but those are typically a last resort. And my goal with most pharmaceuticals is to get people off of them, to get to the point where you're not needing to use the blood pressure medicine, and you don't need the statin, and you don't need the diabetes medication, because everything is healing. So we will prescribe those till they're gone. We'll lower the dosage. Dietary changes are a big component, and a lot of people, I think that's what they are scared, is I'm going to have them do such dramatic changes to their diet, which for some people it is. And I can understand the difficulty of it. But I think it's one of the key components is to find out, based on who you are, your ancestry, what you should or should not be eating, can really dramatically change your health for the better. I do an assessment called the Caro method. Dr. O.G. Carroll was a naturopathic doctor in the 1940s, 50s, and he had a clinic in Spokane, Washington, one of the most successful clinics west of the Mississippi in his time. And his main therapy was this Carroll method, which is a food intolerance assessment to find your food intolerance based on, well, he was an electrical engineer before he became a naturopathic doctor, and he found that our body has electrical frequencies and that they come alive or they change based on food and digestion. The digestive tract has a frequency, the liver has a frequency, the spleen has a frequency, and so on. And so we're able to, with his machine, able to find a food you're intolerant to. I highly recommend it. I swear if everyone were to do this, we would really reduce the number of visits to the doctor. And health would improve dramatically where we are here on the mountain. I love doing the Carroll method. You can learn more about it on my website, compasshealthclinic.com. But that's one of the big dietary changes. And then after that, we look at, I have everyone do a diet diary so we can look at, okay, this is clearly your preferences towards sweets or your preferences towards salty. And we kind of make a few tweaks and changes based on that. That is, in a very small nutshell, what I do here at Compass Naturopathic Health Clinic. There's so much more that we can and do offer. It's, like I said, this whole umbrella of care. I have colleagues who do therapies called prolotherapy and PRP, and we're going to look into doing those in the near future. There's other colleagues who do psychological counseling. There's just so much you can do under the umbrella of naturopathic medicine, and we try to cover it all here. I find what we do here in this practice is very good for my patients, but if I think you need other therapies, we're happy to refer as well. So if you have any questions, make a comment, and or you can just contact us. Our email and phone number is on our website, compasshealthclinic.com. Hope you have a good day, and hope everybody's having fun.